Hello and welcome to another video in our tutorial series. We're going to be talking about iron golem farming, and with me is Tim Hewitt.
Hello, my name is Tim Hewitt.
And I am Mike Hewitt, brothers in Minecraft.
Related?
And in real life.
Yeah, wait a minute.
So,
not in real life? This is our iron golem farm.
And why we're doing this is because we've done this a couple of times with a couple of different... Yeah, wave alarm go off.
Crap.
No problem.
All right.
I just shut my alarm off because I'm like, my alarm is gonna go off.
It's okay.
So go ahead and explain.
So basically, what we've done is we want infinite iron, and this is the best way that I know of doing it. Basically, you replicate a village, or the conditions of a village, and you trap villagers in these little. It sounds so mean when we say it out loud, but you trap villagers in these little pockets.
At least let them see the sun.
And basically, it makes the conditions of a village in this little square here. So as you can see, there's water in all four corners. Iron golems will spawn in this area and will be rushed down that center hole. And there's also another layer right underneath it. Oh, that's right. This isn't my player, it's Mike's. It's fine, he can die. There's another layer, so there's two layers where iron golems can spawn, and they will be flushed into...
The water pushes them into this hole.
Yeah, this hole, which has a layer of, like a lava blade in it. And since iron golems are 3 tall, they will hit the lava and die, and their items will fall into this hopper, which come into this chest, which gives us stacks and stacks of iron and poppies.
Yes.
That's more important than iron. But we had some troubles. This was a very
lot
difficult.
Of troubles. And all the things we found online were giving us all kinds of issues. So why don't we go and show them what we had to do? Do you want to show them where we transferred and how we did it?
Let's do that in the other row. Let's
okay.
do that in the other. Well, we've already done that. We'll just put that one up first. We've already done that video, so you already know how to make a village spawner. So basically, we, as you can see, we tracked in our villagers from our village spawner, which is over there, and ran them up this track. And originally, originally it was just a 2x2 or 2x1 pocket on each side. So there's 2 sides with 5 villagers in that 2x1 pocket.
Put glass where it would be. So it was just a...
It was right there would be glass.
Yep, there was glass.
I can't bust it out because there's water.
I was going to say just put glass there to show where the blood. Just put 2. That
so
was where the cove is.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
All right, we're good. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that was where the little pocket was that was holding all the villagers, and in fact, it was glass. This right here was glass.
It was glass to look in, so the villagers could see into the layer that's underneath this water.
Yes.
And see golems die.
Which I don't know why. That made no functional sense to me.
No functional sense. It was just, it was a cruel factor. It
felt
like a cruel factor to me.
I think so.
Hey.
But what started happening is...
Because the Iron Golem is the protector of the villagers.
It really is.
Like, watch him die.
Watch him die. What started happening is, though, we would fill up a pocket with 5 villagers, and all of a sudden we'd come back, and the villagers were gone. Mm-hmm. And we had no idea what was happening. We thought it was glitching.
Oh, you blamed it on me.
I did blame. I remember firmly blaming it on you. But can you blame me? No. So
goal 1 was, I think it was the glass.
I think it was the glass too. I know in the Pocket Edition there is a glitch to where each block in Minecraft has a specific number code.
Right.
And apparently the number code for glass and the number code for villagers is really close. And sometimes villagers can push other villagers into glass. When that happens, the villagers just cease to exist.
Right.
Just
that
disappear.
was a golem dying.
Oh, it was? Oh, yeah, you're right. Let's go check.
Pretty sure it could be.
I don't remember what our iron was.
I don't either.
But, yeah, if you're watching the video, you could rewind. Yeah, we'll just watch right here. Because I'm sure another one will come.
And so we were sitting, and then we'd go, we got our 5 in there, and then we were trying to get 5 for the other one.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden...
we go back to the first pocket, and there'd be 2.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's happening?
Yeah, no, there was like 4. Yeah, we kept losing them. And then all of a sudden, you were up there, or we were down here, and I heard a villager die.
Yeah, and it came from like that area over there.
Right.
And we're like, what is that? Well, we think, and we still don't know because we're not in creative on this, so you can't really fly around. You can't really bust blocks out and
Right.
do whatever. But from what we heard, we think that they were getting pushed inside of this and then dying.
Yes, and I replaced it with glass. I took out the glass and put in
Sandstone?
Sandstone.
Okay, yeah.
And they were still dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then even I made I really want to see an iron golem fall, so we're going to stay. So then I made a 2x2 pocket.
Right.
Because we thought maybe it's because we're cramming them all in so close. We made a 2x2 pocket, and even then we were losing villagers.
And I think what it was is I think isolating them was the key.
Yeah.
And as far as all the stuff I found online, no one's figured out the glitch.
Well,
instead,
but I don't know that anyone's had the exact same glitches we've had, though.
Really?
Because I've had a lot of people on message boards, I've seen glitches where their Iron Golem farm is in one chunk as opposed to on the intersection of 4 chunks.
Is this on the intersection of 4 chunks?
I don't know. But they had a big pin around the entire outside edge of the Iron Golem farm as opposed to 2 little pins on opposite sides. So what was happening was there's a spawn limit of, I think, 30 whatever creatures or whatever in a single... Oh, no.
Back up a little bit.
Here we go.
Sorry, I hit the wrong
good.
button.
But there's a spawn limit of 30 per chunk.
Back up right there.
So they
I
were
have the
saying
best
that
luck right here.
They were saying that villagers were despawning because they were all in one chunk. So they said rebuild it at the intersection of 4 chunks. Maybe you'll get better results, and that fixed it for this guy.
Huh.
And then other message boards I've seen have said, not in this condition, that villagers were disappearing. Like somebody was putting them in the basement, and they would walk away, and they come back, and they'd be despawned and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know why people are putting villagers in the basement, but
weird.
It was really, I don't know. But I think it's also the fact that we're on a server. I think that gives a lot of problems that you wouldn't encounter in just a normal world.
Because if you just create one on your own computer and you do it in creative, it's a game changer, I think. And it seems to work perfectly in that situation. But yeah.
Either way, what we ended up doing, and if you remember seeing up there, is we put each villager in a minecart, and then each minecart in its own little cell.
And if you keep them in, you keep them in your minecart, and we didn't put them in minecarts at the beginning because we were iron
deprived.
We
really were.
Because
well, someone made Hopper Road.
Yes, we made a lot of hoppers to get stuff filtered around. I don't know what you're talking
like a lot of hoppers. In fact, at the end of the video, we should just go glance at it just so you can see how much iron was used.
I'm just saying.
But that fueled...
Whatever.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. There's really nothing wrong because, hey, that fueled the need for an iron golem farm.
Because I remember you're like, we can create an iron golem. It'll just take a couple of irons. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
a couple of irons.
The original design only called for a few things, but it was a lot harder than I thought.
So spawn rate. Let's talk about spawn rate.
Yes.
It is. It's a lottery. You have a 1 in 7,000 chance every tick. So that equals out to be 1 on average every 6 minutes will spawn. Now, it could spawn back to back. It's kind of like winning the lottery. Or you
said you saw one that spawned, and then another one spawned immediately.
Almost about 30 seconds later. So that's kind of nice. And then other times it won't. So, and every tick, there are 20 ticks a second. So, at 20 times a second, you're getting a lottery of 1 through 7,000. Okay, if that makes any sense. So it's constantly just boom, 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 boom.
Okay, you're way better with numbers than me. I'll just take your word for it. I do. Oh, it's raining.
It's
like
funny
everything's conspiring against this video.
We were in an area where I'm like, I remember it raining a lot.
Yeah, in the Xbox game we played, it was always
raining. And I'm like, it never rains. It doesn't even rain by the village. But
well, that's because...
And then all of a sudden we come over here and now it rains.
Well, I think it's because we're in a savanna and a desert biome by our village. And we're like, oh, okay. And then we come over here and it rains all the time. It's like, oh. It's because we're close to the ocean.
Oh, man, I really want to see one.
I know, I do too.
But yeah, this is it.
Yeah. So if you are ever having this problem, I'm gonna leave it, and we're gonna come. If one falls, one falls. It does work, people. Trust us. We didn't just put iron in the chests. If you're having this problem, if you're having the problem of villagers disappearing like that, this is your solution. You gotta put them in little mine carts, and I just left the mine carts in there. There's no track underneath them though. because we were desperate for iron. I wanted as much track, so I bust the track and push him into there, and then blocked it up.
But it's relatively pretty simple. You just create a block, right?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah. I will say Nim's tutorials, he does the original design of this. Now, there's been lots of tweaks and modifications since then. I think he's even put out a update, but this is the best iron farm that I know of out there, and I really am glad we fixed it with this, because, man alive, it was so frustrating.
It was frustrating because we thought we had it, and then we come back and it's broken. And the other thing is, I have set the spawn chunk. Let's try talking about spawn chunk. The actual, the world spawn is at this exact location.
Spot. Yeah, you changed it.
And we thought, I don't know, I've heard things about the center spot will run constantly, but that, once again, maybe not because of a server. Maybe it's, but
you heard that the center spot. What do you mean, like
the world spawn chunk is constantly going?
That's what I've heard too.
Yeah, so you don't have to go ahead and look at the chest.
47.
No, we're good. So it's going to spawn any second now. Back up. So it's supposed to be always running. So if you walk away from this chunk,
because generally it's whatever you're around.
This area shuts off.
Yeah.
But the spawn of the world should keep going.
Always be running. So if you build a machine like this in the spawn,
but I don't know,
and leave, it should continue.
I don't
to run.
know if that is server. Or I don't know where those lines get blurred.
Yeah.
We haven't logged in today, and
we didn't have very much
iron. But I do know at night I have logged in, put myself back.
Like camped it basically.
Yeah, camped about right here.
Comes about here and then just logs out, or not out.
In the morning I have about 7 stacks of iron. So it's definitely
when
working.
we first built it at least with the minecarts and stuff, and I knew it was working for good, I timed it and it was about 28 or 30 an hour, which I think it might actually be more than that.
It drops 3 to 6. And
yeah, do the math, Rain Man.
5, about 50. It
50
could go
hour?
from 30 to 50 an hour, roughly.
Okay, so we had a bad hour when I
Yeah,
timed it.
yeah.
But yeah, okay, that sounds about right. And I really want to see one.
It was interesting. I remember when you put the 10th person in there, it immediately spawned one. It was pretty cool.
All right, well, should we, real fast at the end of the video, should we go show them why we needed so much iron? Show them here.
Yeah, let's go real
your
quick.
Golems, or your golem.
And this will be a video I will be talking about soon.
Yeah, are we giving the secret away? Should I?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, this is going to be noisy.
One of the reasons why we did this was... yeah, just turn that down. There you go.
Look at that. Magic of editing. What other Minecraft videos give you that? All right, go ahead.
One of the reasons is because I wanted a chest at the top, and it will auto-filter everything out. And my chest area, and you've seen this in the diamond mining video, is my area of just a bunch of chests. And this area you've seen in the past for the other video we did about village spawners.
Oh, yes. Yes. Welcome back.
Wink a wink. That was the previous video.
You should watch that video if you haven't seen it.
That
you should watch it now.
No, go back.
Subscribe.
Go back.
All right, anyway.
That is the previous video, which is really the next one we're going to be recording. But
so,
in your world...
We kind of did these out of order. We were so excited about the Iron Golem farm, we just had to try it.
Yeah, we got that fixed.
So this is what I was talking about. These are the 2 biomes that we were in. It's desert and immediately into plains, and it never rains.
Okay, well, go to the actual
I'm gonna go over there.
chest first.
So one thing that I want to note is, and this is going to sound like a slam on you, but it's not, so just hang with me. We are both OCD. We are both OCD. Each of us has our own little quirks. Michael, look at all these. Look at all these hoppers. Michael decided he wants this chain to go all the way down, and I think it's a brilliant idea. I really like the idea of being able to dump whatever you want in this chest up here, and it just filter on down, okay? But I said, well, maybe we should just make a water capture thing to where items will drop down and water will capture it and push it into another hopper. And he goes, no, I would rather...
I'd rather make sure.
Something could happen. But look at all those hoppers. That's why we're out of iron. He's like, I'd rather make sure. And, looking back on it, you're right. I would hate to think that you drop a diamond in there or something like that and we'd lose a diamond. But then it goes to this elaborate system of absolute
And
insanity.
we will be talking about this in another.
But yeah,
because
this is why we're short on iron.
And all this does is this is behind the scenes, and it filters it down to
our cave. I want to call it the Bat Cave. Can we call it the Bat Cave?
I don't know.
What if I make a giant bat symbol and a big penny, like in the actual Bat
and
Cave?
a dinosaur?
And a dinosaur. Come on. But yeah, so it'll filter into these chests, which is really ingenious. I gotta give it to you.
It really is. Yeah, so go up to that chest right there. Go
Okay.
up to the cobblestone.
You can just see that one's all full.
Yeah, no, but go down. Yeah, that one's full. Go ahead, go down there. Pick some.
Okay.
Just grab a.
Yeah, and
Just automatically fills it in.
That's so great. That it really is awesome.
So, and then it pulls it down. But that's another video.
Alrighty.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe.
Definitely subscribe.
We have tons of videos, all kinds of different playlists. We have our games, our mini games, which the newest videos is my wife and me, because I have carpal tunnel syndrome. So she is doing all of it.
Oh, that's got to be fun.
It is fun.
And in about 8 years, I'll be able to debut my castle.
Yes.
So you'll be able to see that. But yeah, definitely subscribe. Give us likes.
Like this video. Comments, definitely. And stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy.
Okay, stop. Don't go to the next YouTube video or channel or skip or don't do anything. Real quick, 5 seconds. We have 3 different channels. Please subscribe to them. Username Nerd News, username Nerd Comics, username Nerd Games. We have separated them out into 3 ones. Choose all of them or just one to subscribe to. You'd love it. I promise you, we'll give you great content. It'll show up in your feed. You'll love it. Just real quick click. It doesn't take but a few seconds. You'd be awesome. Thank you. I mean, you're really awesome. Thank you.